Working the night shift at a hospital is unsettling enough. Long hours, eerie silence, and the feeling that the building itself is alive. But I'll never forget what happened in room 413. It still gives me nightmares. It started as a quiet night. Just me, the faint hum of machines, and the occasional call light. Around 2:09 a.m., I noticed something odd. The call light for room 413 was blinking. That room was supposed to be empty. I double-checked the chart. Room 413 had been cleared out earlier that evening. No patient, no equipment, just an empty bed. Curious, I walked down the hall. The closer I got, the colder the air felt. When I reached the door, I hesitated. The call light was still blinking, but the room was pitch black. "Hello?" I called out, my voice barely above a whisper. No response. I stepped inside and froze. The bed was no longer empty. A figure sat there, hunched over, their back to me. The smell of antiseptic mixed with something rotten. I gathered my courage and stepped closer. "Sir? Are you all right?" The figure didn't move. I reached for the light switch, but the bulb flickered and died. In the dim glow of the hallway light, I saw the figure's head slowly turn toward me. It wasn't a patient. Its face was pale and hollow, its eyes black pits that seemed to pull in the light. It opened its mouth, and a sound escaped, a wet, gurgling noise that made my stomach churn. I stumbled back, my hand hitting the emergency call button on the wall. The figure stood up, impossibly tall, its limbs too long and its movements jerky, like a puppet on strings. "You shouldn't be here," it rasped, its voice low and inhuman. I didn't wait to hear more. I ran, the sound of its footsteps echoing behind me, heavy and uneven. When I reached the nurse's station, the lights suddenly flickered back on. My supervisor stared at me like I'd lost my mind. "What's wrong?" she asked. I turned to look back at the hallway. It was empty. Room 413's door was closed, the call light no longer blinking. But I knew what I saw, and I knew I'd never work another night shift again.